I would, yeah, and that's something he tells me, so I haven't quite come to an understanding of that. So what are some ways that you can tell if a client that you're working with or somebody you might work with isn't ready to accept the truth that you're talking about?
By the questions they ask.
Mm. Mm. And what type of questions?
Typically, there's always either a quiet or a not so quiet element of outrage.
Mm. Mm. That's, yeah. And is it, and to me, I feel like I saw an example of this just a couple of days ago working with my teacher and watching him teach someone else meditation, and the anger came up so quickly and was directed at him. But from my viewpoint, it didn't look like anything was happening, but there was so much anger and like rage coming up. Do you find that happens a lot, or do you just not work with those people anymore?
Well, I mean, what you're describing is sort of an attempt at therapy through meditation. And, in my view, that doesn't go anywhere. So the idea of trying to teach a human being meditation, I think is really unserious from both the practitioner and the person who's trying to learn it. So the outrage that I'm speaking about is an outrage against the complete rejection of all the ideas that the person has grown up with. And most importantly, the ideas that no one could possibly reject because they seem to be so sacred. And even when those are rejected as false, then one tends to default towards outrage. And that largely, to some sense, comes from either because something in them senses that it's true and they're not ready to kind of buy it, or they look at it such that, well, if what you're saying is true, then I've just wasted the last 30 years of my life, and that's a very, very difficult thing to accept. And the fact is that what I just said basically applies to us all. We have wasted our lives, and we continue to waste our lives in the most egregious way.
And so how can I, listening to that, understand how to not waste my life anymore?
Well, first of all, you have mentioned a few times that you're seeing a meditation instructor or a teacher.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking truth, right? So I don't hold anything back. If you want the truth, I'll speak the truth. You're wasting your life talking to a meditation instructor, and he's wasting his life trying to teach someone meditation, because meditation, it's kind of, it might lower your blood pressure, it might make you feel a little better, and give you some ease throughout the day, but that isn't for the serious. I mean, those who are truly serious do not devote themselves to meditation instructors. In fact, that isn't part of the equation at all.
And would you include also coaching therapy, anything one-on-one, or, I mean, obviously not, because you do one-on-one work. So
no. I mean, I will hold myself to the same standard. I mean, I don't protect myself. So my honest answer to your question is yes, I absolutely include all therapy, all one-on-one, all, such coaching. Do I do that? I do, but, I don't know what to say. There are some things that you just can't explain. I don't know what it is that I do. I don't have a brochure or a pamphlet, right? Yep. Because it would be blank. I wouldn't know what to say. I don't even remember what I say to people, right? I have no briefcase. I have no plan. I have no idea what I'm going to say. So I don't know what it is that I do, but in a fundamental sense, yes, I do work one-on-one with people, but it isn't in that way. It isn't to try to fix someone. It is extraordinarily difficult to explain something that I myself don't even understand. All I know is that it's like speaking in tongues. It just hums, and the cause arises and the effect follows, and that's all I can say.